Hey guys, this is Tajine Brown McBean from Money Coaching Services, and today we are going to talk about $70,000 in cashback rewards. Okay, before we get into the details, I'd like you to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when we're on. So, all right, so cashback credit cards, as the name suggests, you'll get back cash and you either get it back on the card or some companies, what they do, they give you a check for the cash back, a literal check, right? All right. So I'm going to explain to you what are cashback cards and how they work. So these cards pay back a certain percentage of what you spend. So usually in the form of points. So every time you use your credit card for an eligible purchase, and that is determined by your credit card issuer, meaning the bank you get it from. So if you get it from your credit card from Scotiabank, Scotiabank is the issuer. If you get it from NCB, NCB is the issuer. You receive a percentage of your purchase price back at the end of the billing or statement period. Okay? All right. So there are basically three main types of cashback credit cards. So these categories are fixed, tiered, and rotating. All right. So I'm going to break down what each category means. So the fixed, this category of cashback credit card is a card that you can earn a fixed rate of cashback on your eligible purchases. So that might make it easiest, or this type of category might be the easiest for you to get back the cash, and you don't have to be worrying about which card to use and where. You understand? All right, the other type now is the tiered. The tiered, this type of cashback card offers cashback on certain categories. So these categories might be for grocery, for gas station, for utilities, you know, stuff like that. So each card offers its own set of categories, meaning grocery, gas station, and utilities. Each card will specify where the percentages are higher. So what you have to do is pick the card that best fits your spending habits. All right, so that is the tiered type of card. Now the rotating cashback card is another popular cashback card, but this one, the categories, they change from time to time. So say for example, this month, there's an okay purchase, say some arbitrary thing like traveling, you get extra on traveling and extra on say school fee if it's September month and all of those things. So the issuer, meaning the bank that you get the card from, if they have a rotating style for their cashback credit card, their categories don't stay one place. So you might have this month, You have, say, restaurants, suppose it's restaurant week or so on, and they incorporate their cards to match that. But whatever month that falls into, they say, okay, this month you're gonna get back X percentage if you use it for these restaurants and these merchants. So that would explain the rotating. So you'll want to be aware of which retailers and categories are eligible for the cashback on a given promotional cycle for the rotating type of cashback credit card. Yep. So out of these three categories, my favorite is the tiered. So we're gonna do some comparison with NCB and Scotiabank cashback credit cards. All right, so before we get into that, some of you might be asking, how do you redeem the cashback rewards? So the rewards you earn are stored on your account until you choose to redeem them. So the cashback credit cards can be a payout in dollars. So the payout can be, as I said before, in the form of they putting back the money to your card. So you understand? So and they will tell you how often, like every quarter, once a year, all of that will be stated for the particular bank, right? So if you redeem $4, your rewards can usually be delivered in two forms, as I said before, on your credit card or probably as a check. Overseas in US, they probably redeem it as a direct deposit to your bank account. I don't know if in Jamaica we are doing it that way. I know when PriceSmart just came and they were doing their cashback credit card, PriceSmart used to pay out checks for you to redeem the cash. All right. So before we go to the next step, there are some advantages that you will see. I mentioned in another video that sometimes you get a credit card and you may be offered a low annual premium, in a low percentage, right? So this is normally done to entice you to get the cashback card. Another thing is that the introductory interest rate that they offer might be much lower than the interest rate in the market. So they might be offering you 10%, and the interest rate in the market might be 48%. But this low interest rate is just to reel in to get the cashback card, right? So these are the things that they might do just to entice you for these cashback cards. All right, so let's go to NCB and Scotiabank and see what they have to say about their cashback cards. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Hold on. Let me share my screen. All right. So this is, yes, you should be seeing it by now. This is Scotiabank. The Scotiabank Gold Mastercard. right? So this is their cashback card. And based on the definition or the categories of cashback cards that I told you before, the fixed, the tiered, and the rotating, this cashback card is tiered because it gives you percentages based on each category of benefit that you're getting, like the grocery, 4%, gas station, 4%, pharmacy, 2%, everywhere else, 1%, right? Now, a fixed rate reward card would have one rate, like you'd have 4% on everything, right? Not, it won't necessarily have 4%. What I'm trying to say is that whatever percentage they are offering is 1% across the board. Yeah, just for clarity for that. All right, so this is Scotiabank, right? And it says earn cash back up to 4% rebates on all purchases in the form of a credit issued once a year in November. So they give you back your cash back every December. Sorry, every November. I love December. Every November, right? So that will, those cashback will go to the credit card. All right. So now we're gonna compare now NCB. So NCB credit card. So NCB personal credit card. This is the NCB Visa Platinum, and this is the cashback credit card for Visa. Personal cashback credit card. So we're doing the personal card, not doing any business cards. No business credit cards. So these two from Scotia and the NCB are personal cashback credit cards. All right, so NCB says, let me make theirs a little bigger. All right, NCB says you earn up to 3% cashback on gas, grocery, utilities, plus unlimited 1.25% on all personal and household purchases. Okay, and they say that how they pay their cashback is quarterly. So they pay theirs quarterly and Scotiabank pays theirs yearly. And Scotiabank specifically says that theirs is November, that theirs is paid to the card. All right. So you might be saying, so how do you decide which card to take? So I'm going to do a comparison now, and I'm going to use your budget, or I'm going to use a made up budget and kind of give you an idea how you can determine which cashback card is right for you and the way you spend, because that is how you do it. You match the cashback card to your spending habits. You don't fit the card must fit you. All right. So we are going to go to a spreadsheet I created for this demonstration. Okay, hold on. All right, so you should be able to see that. So this is Jane. So Jane wants to know how much cashback she would get if she was to get a cashback credit card, right? So she earns, her take-home income is $300,000. And let's look at her expenses. Grocery, 82,000. Utilities, 20,000. Transportation, 30. Housing, 40. Under one, she have eating out, 20,000. Movie night, 20,000. Clothes, 30,000. For saving for emergency fund, 25,000. Investment, 20,000. Life insurance, 15,000. All right. So we're going to go now where we compare NCB and Scotiabank cashback cards and see how it fits with Jane's budget. All right. Which card would work best for Jane based on how Jane normally spends for her budget. All right, good. So here I've done, I put in Scotiabank information. So let us just double check Scotiabank grocery. Grocery 4%, gas 4%, pharmacy 2%, and everything else 1%. So grocery 4%, gas station 4%, pharmacy 2%, everything else 1%. All right, so that's fine. NCB now, NCB phone is a little tricky for us because we don't have an actual breakdown. It just says earn up to 3% cashback on gas, grocery, and utilities. And then it says plus unlimited 1.25% on all personal and household purchases. So we had to make some assumptions with NCB card. And as such, we will deliver it as an assumption. Okay? All right. So grocery, we're assuming that grocery is 3% because technically the banks like to do grocery and gas station having the same percentage. So based on that, we will put 3% for the NCB card. So it's NCB Visa Platinum cashback credit card. So we're gonna put 3% for gas for NCB, 3% for grocery, 2% for utilities, like it would match the pharmacy up there, and this should be 1.25 for 1.25 for personal and household items. So let's go to Jane's budget now. All right, so Jane has 80,000 in our budget. So we're going to take over 80,000 and then we are going to times it times the 4%, right? Then gas station, so we're going to put transportation as gas station. All right, times 4%. Pharmacy, we haven't put anything for pharmacy because we didn't do any breakdown for the pharmacy. So I'm going to leave it out. Pharmacy is not something that a lot of people have as a regular thing. However, if you are sick or you're on medication, then pharmacy would be on your budget as a regular thing. So we're just giving you an idea of how to compare two different cashback credit cards to see how much cashback it is possible for you to get. All right. All right, so we're at pharmacy, and we say we're not going to do anything for the pharmacy because we don't have any breakdown. All right, so everywhere else would incorporate. So if you can pay your housing or your rent using a credit card, you can add that. So we're gonna all right, plus eating out, gonna add that. Oops, sorry, escape. So we're at here, and we're gonna add eating out. B6 is there. Why this not adding? All right. B9 is eating out plus okay, this thing not working with me, so I'll just add them in manually. B10 for movie night and B11 for that is clothing for all right. So that goes in. We have more stuff below. So plus if you pay you can pay your insurance with your credit card. So that can go on as well. So your insurance, that is B16. You might not be able to pay your savings for your emergency fund with your credit card because you don't want to do a cash advance. So you leave that. Your investment, you might be able to pay it with your credit card, so we can put on that as well. So B15 is the investment. 15 plus B16 is your life insurance. All right, and then we are going to oh, I should have put the plus before it. So now I know why I was having so much trouble. All right, then we're gonna time whatever the rate is for everything else. So everything else for Scotiabank is 1%. All right. So what I did here, this is the amount that would come up to each month with these expenses using the credit card. So in 1 month, you would get the cash back that would be earned, not paid over yet, would be 5,850, right? And if these are consistent over a 12-month period, you could end up with 70,000 per year as your cashback. Yay, that's a good cashback. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing now, comparison now with NCB card. So grocery is 80 times the 3%. And this, as I said, is an assumption because unlike Scotiabank where the breakdown was visible, to say grocery is 4%, gas is 4%, pharmacy is 2%, and everything else is 1%. NCB just said up to 3% and listed grocery, gas station, and utilities. So as listed, this is an assumption because NCB did not make it clear which categories got 3%. And also, we don't even know if utilities is 2%. We are just assuming for the demonstration. Okay? But when you go to them and you can ask them what is the breakdown for their card, because you must know the breakdown first, because you can get now to do this activity for yourself, right? All right, so with the grocery, we're gonna do gas station, and we are going to put transportation as gas station, and then we're gonna times it times 3%, which we're assuming, and we're assuming the utilities is 2%, and clothing slash furniture is 1.25%. Right? So when you do the comparison, it is clear that Scotiabank is way ahead. Not really surprising because they started out with a higher interest rate of 4% compared to NCB's 3%. So using this structure, you realize that you don't have everywhere else for NCB to be able to get some additional benefit, right? Theirs is just personal and household items. Now, unless it's like December and you plan to go to Court and buy up a whole heap of furniture, or you're doing some large shopping for the house, this category might not have much reward to give back. Let me say it like that. But for the demonstration purposes, using Jane's budget, what Jane has in her budget, and comparing using the calculation to compare Scotiabank and the NCB, we can see that Scotiabank, using these figures, if they are consistent for a 12-month period, you could get 70,200 cash back. Yay! Christmas money. Yeah. Right? Compared to NCB, 48%. So yeah, the 4% makes a big difference. It does make a big difference, the 4%. All right, I can stop sharing that. Hold on one sec. Let me go back to NCB. Any questions? Type them in the comments. People, do you have a cashback card? Are you thinking of getting a cashback card? Now, this is a way for you to be able to compare cashback cards that are of the same category. The category that the NCB card and the Scotiabank card fell under was the tiered type of cashback card, which was explained earlier. All right. So we want you to be able to understand how these cashback cards work, so that when you are thinking of getting them, then you know how to compare them so that it is to your advantage, right? Because they must be able to help you to get back something that makes sense, right? The cashback must make sense. So tell me what you think about this, right? Do you have a cashback card? What type do you have? Do you have the fixed one? Do you have the tiered one, like NCB and Scotiabank tiered type of cashback? Do you have the rotating one? So JN Bank, I think their credit card is rotating. So I'm gonna go on that. Their credit card changes, so it don't give you a normal, what I shouldn't say normal, a tiered type of experience where you can determine the percentage, meaning a 4% goes to grocery and or so on. It gives you, based on what promotion they are having, you go to that promotion to buy from a specific retailer during a specific time. So that is kind of difficult for the average person to kind of figure out if they're really getting any cashback that they can't really match out, because you won't be able to match out that until the appointed time. So unlike with the NCB card and the Scotia card, where we're able to show you how to compare it with your budget, you won't be able to do that with the JN cashback credit card, because they give you the cashback in a rotating manner instead of a tiered manner. And that is not easy for persons to do the calculation. All right, guys. So remember, we are having our upcoming training. Yeah, we are having our training. So we're having a class for you on credit card. Yeah. All right. So let me share my screen and give you some more information about that. So on our website, moneycoachingservices.com/class, we have online class, credit card pay off class, right? And registration is now open, right? It will be on Saturday, the 22nd of June at 6 p.m. We will be on Zoom. So we are going to be teaching you about how to pay off your credit card from a balance of 100,000 to 1 million. And we are going to calculate what a 6-month payoff look like, what a 12-month payoff look like, what a 24 or 36-month payoff looks like. So you get a lot of information that makes it easy for you to pay off your credit card with a fixed payments each month. We're simplifying this thing for you. We don't want you to stress over anything at all. So we are doing the calculations for you. Yeah, so register now. Registration fee is just $1,000. So you click register now, and then you would make your payment, and then you would get to secure your spot. So it will show you all the spots that are available for the class. And as I said to my subscribers on my email list, this one is for this week. So those who get in early are those who are going to win. Yes, people, opportunities are there and not there forever. So knowing what you want and moving quickly towards it will be an advantage. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when we are on. And if you want as a subscriber on YouTube, so subscribe. If you subscribe, then you can reach out to us and then we can give you some free information as to how to improve your situation. You can get a free session. You can get a free session, but it's only for our subscribed individuals. You help us so that YouTube know that we are giving you value, and we help you so that you can learn how to manage your money. So there are different levels to money management. One is earning first. Money goes with earning. You earn first, then you keep, earn, keep, and multiply. So I want you to remember these things. You earn, you keep, and you multiply. Earning, everybody know what that is. Keeping, that means you're either saving or saving and investing. No, saving is the keeping, and the investing is where your money is making money for you, or you're doing something that is making your money is making money for you. So that is the multiplying, right? So you're gonna learn all of that from us, but we need you to subscribe and join our Facebook group. So guys, have a great day. It's a blessing talking to you as usual. All the best.